All right, well, what do you make of this story here? Oregon was the first state to pass a death with dignity law, allowing doctors to help terminally ill patients end their own lives. And now one of those doctors is suing the state to open up access to non-residents. Our Tim Gordon explains.
Oregon's death with dignity or physician-assisted suicide law was enacted back in 1994. Since then, nearly 10 other states, including Washington, have passed similar laws, giving terminally ill patients the right to die with their doctor's help. One of those doctors is Nick Gideones, who works in family medicine at OHSU and is the medical director of Kindred Hospice in Portland and Salem. He says Oregon has mostly good rules in place to make sure a patient is terminally ill and capable of making an end-of-life decision.
So competency and terminality are the primary things, and then there's the safeguards process. And on that list is included being a resident of the state of Oregon.
But it is the residency requirement that Dr. Gideones is suing over with help from Right to Die Group, Compassion and Choices. Gideones says it is all about access, and due to a high percentage of medical facilities in Southwest Washington having religious exemptions over end-of-life care, those patients need access to Oregon doctors.
We want patients who are eligible for medical aid in dying to be able to pursue that. And to us, this is, particularly Washington, because it's legal there. We want to remove the river as a barrier. We want to remove, it's hard enough to go through the process. We'd like to remove this access barrier.
The lawsuit names Oregon Governor Kate Brown and calls on the state to strike down the residency requirement as unconstitutional and unfair. If the suit is successful, patients in Washington can be cared for until the end by an Oregon doctor like Gideones.
With the profound relief and relief of suffering that medical aid in dying can provide those selected patients, it pains me the times I've been unable to provide that service to patients who are asking me for it simply because of the geographic border.
Tim Gordon, KGW News.